Assalamu alaikum class. My name is Mohammed Kashif Ramzan and hope, hope you doing well at home. So I take up examples of Euler-Maclurin formula in numerical integration. We to do for numerical integration. And here for example one, let evaluate some minor mistakes are here. So kindly ignore it and take it. Evaluate 0 to 1 integral है dx divide कर है 1 plus x square by Euler-Maclaurin formula for integration. Hence find and compare the correct value. हमने we find the value and compare with correct value up to 5 decimals. Let we see the solution. First of all, let I is equal to integral 0 to 1. Here one not by mistake in typing. Uh, in other words, correctly 0 to 1. Okay, dx divide करा 1 plus x square. F of x is equal to 1 plus x square. Alpha is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. B is equal to 1. And then what is Maclaurin formula? Maclaurin formula for integration is 1 over h integral a to b f of x d of x is equal to summation of I tends to 0 to n f of x of 1 minus half 1 by 2 f of b minus plus f of a bracket close minus h over 12 f dash b and minus f of a f prime of a means the first derivative. First we take without derivative and second term is minus with minus sign and take up first derivative of f of b minus f of a and third term is h cube over 720 and third include third derivative term and so on further explain and where the formulation h is equal to b minus a divided by n is the number of sub intervals and b and a is the limit upper and lower limit points and h is the pausing means के कितना हम difference ले what is the difference between intervals values of x are no x value 0 to 1 and we breaks the intervals h is equal to 1 by 6 we breaks 1 6 intervals and x naught is equal to first term is x naught is equal to 0 and second term is x1 1 over 6. Second term is x2, which is 2 over 6, and which is equal to 1 by 3. And so on, x4 is equal to 4 by 6 and is equal to simplify after that 2 by 3. And same as it is x5, 5 over 6, and x6 is equal to 1 and we use these values x0 x1 x2 x3 x4 x5 x6 we use the values in this interval in this function sorry interval in this function one without integration 1 over 1 plus x square and we find out the value of f of x. Okay, then f of x and we use the x naught at this function so we find the f of x naught value. Okay, and same as x1 value for x1 uses then find the value of f of x1 and same as it is shown f of x6. Okay, now now the first the this function is again take up let f of x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. Here the integration is take up and 1 plus inverse take and then first derivative is f prime of x is equal to minus 1 first as we you know that uh, as you know that okay, what is the derivative of this term. Okay, first when we use power then first we write a power and power subtract from 1 from power and without the power as a derivative and same is minus 2x over divided minus 2 here power and then we write up below of the term 1 plus x square over 2 square. And same as it is second derivative we find out, and same as it is we third order derivative we find out when whatever we required on this on our question and whatever we demand the question teacher. And further we uses the f of a and f of prime of a and f prime of b and f of b. We find the value of f of a at when we find that we find f upper f of here f of 0 f of a ठीक है and okay all right, and then put the values of here f of b at this function. Okay, what concluding this function of f of x is equal to 1 over 1 plus x square. So put and find out the values f prime of 1 f third derivative of 1 जो हम डेरिवेटिव फाइंड आउट कर चुके हैं उनमें पुट करेंगे, then we find out. Then next step is we put the all values of in Euler-Maclurin formula, which is used to do numerical integration. Okay, all right. And then is here h is the 1 over 6 and here 1 over h, and we write up 1 over 1 divided by 1 over h 1 over 6. Okay, and use the left hand side this term, and right hand side is put up these values f of x naught, f of x1, f of x2, f of x3, and so on. And second term here without derivative terms put up, and then minus term with first derivative terms, and here is third derivative, and so on, whatever you whatever we want uh, demand in question. Okay, and then same as it is put up these questions, and and put up put up these values and find out the exact up to decimals whatever we required in the question statement, or any confusion so we can find out the up to 5 decimal right places. And at the end of the question, we find the integration of that function. Here, upper below, but we are not using uh, integration of this that function. Okay, and we find 1 plus 1 over 1 plus x square is integration of tan inverse x. Okay, and we apply the limit 0 to 1 and tan inverse 1 and minus tan inverse 0, which is equal to which is equal to pi by 4. Here we are by minor mistakes here, so sorry again. And using calculator, by using these terms, or by we knew that pi by 4 is equal to 0.785398, and in other radian term is pi by 4 is 45, and Euler, and which is where Euler-Maclaurin method gives correct answers up to 5 decimals. And here second example is find by Euler's quadrature formula the value of the integral 0 to 1 cos x square dx. And where the question is function is I is equal to 0 to 1 cos x square dx. Here f of x is equal to cos x square, and alpha is equal to a is equal to 0 and b is equal to here 1, where we put we given the values of a, and we find out the f of a, and same as it is f of b, and other derivative of functions f prime of a and f pri- prime of b. Now we continue the Euler-Maclaurin formula for integration is, and same is 1 over h into v f of x. Here f of x is cos x square and dx, and f of x dx is equal to summation is summation f of x1 minus half f of b plus f of a and minus h by 12 first derivative with term f of prime of a minus b minus f prime of a, and same as it is shown. And let n is equal to 5 and h is equal to 1 minus 0 by 5 means कि b minus a divided by n, and n is number of subintervals which we want in that question is equal to 1 by 5. The value of x or x naught is where x naught is 0, and same as it is as we find out the values of x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 in the previous questions. And here same thing are uses, and then we construct the table of this of that function where f of x and put up the values of x1 in x number of x's and the functions f of x is equal to cos x square, and find out the construct the table. Then then we have find the first derivative of that f of cos x square is equal to minus sine x square 2x and is equal to minus 2x sine x square. And third is the same as it is third order derivative we find out, and then we find out the value of that function that which we find out the derivative f f of a is equal to f, put the 0 b a or I and b values, and then we find these values. Now we put the values of Euler-Maclurin formula, which is left hand side is equal to right, left hand side is the function and the right hand side they put the values in the given formula, and then we find the exact value of the formula of the function, where is 0.904526. And basically, Euler-Maclaurin formula is the exact, accurate for answers for up to 5 decibels. And this is from my side. And thank you, class.